Hello, everyone. We're going to do a demonstration here of one of Cezanne's card players. And I've got the regular sheet of watercolor paper, 9 by 12. Going to divide it into 4 sections. And in the first section here, I'm going to just do a rough draft in pencil. Cezanne used to do a lot of watercolor in pencil. Yeah, and just I practiced this a couple of times, but it may not look like it. But just kind of trying to figure out where things are, mapping it out. Okay to make mistakes. Got that collar there. Got the table down here. Got a fold, cloth, and a leg. Now we need to get this other gentleman here on the right. Line him up, looking their eyes are about equal. I'll do with that. The hat barely goes to the top of the page, comes around, upturned, forehead tucked way under. That's not very smooth. That neck's about a 45-degree angle. Coat coming down off the page. See if I can line up his arm and his hand. Wrinkles, wrinkles. It's coming straight down from his shoulder. Really don't like this face here. Erase it a little bit. Doing the pencil one first might help me when I get to the ink one where it's not so easy to cover up the mistakes. A little better. It's amazing how just a little thing here and there can make the difference. But in a sense, we're just trying to capture the essence here. This wine bottle works about right there. Coming down. We got a division there. Mark it off there. That arm's more like that. Table's coming to us. Little fold there. Well, it's pretty off in pretty many ways, but let's just see what we can do with it in a minute. We're going to put some watercolor in. So I've got a little practice under my belt. Let's start the other side here. A little more sure with my hand. And that can be dangerous. They got that mustache going on. There's an ear right up to the hat, coming down that neck, coming off his coat. That arm's coming down. A little bit of a collar going on there. Got a finger coming around. Couple of cards. Wine bottle. It's going to be about even with his nose. I'm a little bit too high there. Let's do the gentleman on the left and his cards. I'm kind of putting these fingers in, and that's kind of my brain doing it and not what I see, and that's going to usually not make for the best picture. Let's bring this down, fold, little hump there, goes all the way to his elbow, Flares out. Table down here. And let's see. His collar. Our face is lining up pretty good. He's got a mustache too. Hats are hard for me to draw. They never look quite right, but I think his head's a little bit fat, but that's all right. Two guys playing cards. Oh, their legs are underneath. I forgot to do the legs underneath in the pencil drawing. So here's what I'm going to do with the ink. We're going to do watercolors here. And I'm going to take a ink brush, well, just a regular watercolor brush. It's a pretty small one. And I'm just going to lightly dab over this ink. And to me, this kind of livens it up. You know, it's indistinct and kind of sloppy, but at the same time, it's almost like there's magic in the paint and we're letting that magic happen. And I don't know, take some of that ink, put it on the table, put it in their bodies, put a little in the background. And you get these nuances of dark and light in the color, which gives a picture a little bit of vibrational quality. And I really don't like how I did his face here. But we'll go with that. So let's go with some watercolors here. We're going to try to find our colors. And I don't know, I've got let's see, a 12 color watercolor set here. And I've got this kind of sienna tone in there, and that's a good tone for the table and background. Not a bad tone there either. And the background's a little bit darker, so I'm gonna mix a little black into that sienna. Get it a little bit darker, see if that helps. And then our background there, I'm gonna put a little blue in the sienna, and we get a pretty good little gray going on. And it's like, where else do I see that gray? Well, a little gray over in here. Now, our gentleman on the right's coat is darker than the gentleman on the, is lighter than the gentleman on the left. This is my left. That's my right. So this left coat is stronger. Not sure how the camera makes that happen, but again, it's little sienna and blue and black. And let's put a little green in there. See what happens with that. That's kind of it. And now the gentleman here, much lighter. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix some yellow, So I'm from south, yellow, and black. That's pretty good. And let's make this wine bottle. Take our black here, which has kind of got a brownish tone to it. And we'll do his legs underneath there. All right, let's get their hats. They're kind of the same color. It's a soft brown, I guess is one way to say it. So I'm gonna do a little sienna and a little yellow. And that yellow is not strong enough. Let me see, get a little more. That's pretty good. And let's just put some yellow in the faces. I'm kind of improvising now because I've lost my ability to do what's really there. And you're seeing the limitations of my skill. That's okay. Bottle had too much in it. All right, we're not finished with this one. So let's go to the one where we put the ink in. We got a little practice here. Got a little darker. So I've kind of got some colors going on that I think will work. A little more yellow in there. Kind of yellow and black for his coat. And it's going to mix with the ink. It's not all dry, but that's okay. But I don't know, that's a pretty interesting color. So we're going to do some sienna green over here. Green's not showing up. And what's good about this watercolor is, you know, you kind of never can tell well, with my skills, it's hard to kind of tell, you know, what it's going to look like once it dries. But there's nuance in the watery surface. And, you know, it's like Cezanne is patches of color. You're kind of getting patches of color without having to work at it because the watercolor kind of mixes uneven. And does some of that work for you. That's way too blue down there, way too dark. That's okay. Sorry about it moving around. A little more yellow in there and lighten it up. And a wine bottle. Let's get that kind of, you know, and this is definitely student grade, you want to call it, because Cezanne makes these people come alive. And there's all kinds of, this plane is coming forward and receding, and that plane is going back. Let me get a paper towel. This is the darker of the two, but now I'm trying to make this into something. There's too much similarities there. Let me go over here to this side and see if I can liven it up a little bit. Blue is so strong. It's so not the color that I like, but I'm looking for strength here. Get some stronger contrast going. Don't be so timid with it. Like Pissarro said, it's okay to make mistakes. You got to risk it. It's kind of the only way you learn. I got a little purple in this watercolor set. See if what happens with that. Make him very green. And Cezanne is rolling right now, 6 feet under. I don't know. Well, let's do this. Let's really mess it up. Got some pink, light color. Be good for the flesh tone. A little pink in there would probably be interesting. Maybe a little pink over here. And like I said, if you're, this looks like there's a little desperation going on to make a piece. You're not too far off in making that observation. You know, this ink pen kind of goes on funky. But, you know, it's kind of, it makes it a little bit more real, gives me some contrast. Put a beard on him like Cezanne. Said I have trouble drawing hats. Anyway, like that wine bottle. It helps with the contrast there, which gives a little more vigor. All right, and let's go over to our other guys on the right. You know, everything pretty much looks the same. And, you know, basically I should probably, instead of darkening, I'll make it lighter. And I've got some white in here, and let's see. It's usually not very effective. Let's try that. Make it lighter. It's certainly an interesting tone there. Kind of really smooth and flat and kind of silky. But I need something to contrast that with. Let's maybe put some sienna down there. It's kind of one of our strongest colors. See if that helps it pick up a little bit. We need one more color in here, I think. Well, we probably need 30, but we'll just say. So I'll put a light green in there. Light green and this black and this sienna color, kind of a good palette. Anyway, let's put a little light green on this side too, just to liven it up a little bit. All right. Cezanne's card players. I don't know. Fun to do. Okay, thank you.